They don't sell freedom, they rent it, and you owe late fees if you ask questions. I was born in the aisles of a corner store. First thing I saw was a locked glass door. Decisions, they gave me candy and cigs, but both of them poison, just stress for the kids. Mama picked schools, but they all had chains. Teachers sold futures in government frames. They said, you can be anything you dream, but handed me books with no black kings. They flood my mind with rewards and rules. Pick the red pill and get played for a fool. They ask what I want, as if I ain't trapped. Both paths paid by the same cold map.
Ooh, child, they gave you a stage, but wrote all your lines. Told you it's choice, but it's dress up time. The wheel keeps spinning, the hand's still tied. You ain't free, baby, you just think you decide.
Yeah, they gave us gang signs or a badge with steel, but both uniforms get brothers killed. You buy into dreams or you hustle to eat, but both led back to the belly of the beast. I seen thrones built from the backs of youth. A solid sport with a market of truth. The ballad of bullet as two sharp knives, still cutting the roots of our grandma's lives. Every ad, every doc, every headline spun, make you feel like you the chosen one. But a menu ain't freedom, just chains with flair. Choice ain't real if the devil owns the air.
Ooh, child, they gave you a path, but blocked both sides. Told you it's light, but smoke in disguise. You dance in the fire, you pray through the lies. You ain't free, baby, you just think you decide.
Choice without power is theater. Choice without truth is illusion. They ain't scared of the voice, they scared of the truth. Silence. Mirror, mirror, cracked on the project wall. I see myself blinking, vanished, did I exist at all? Mama said I was chosen, street said I was cursed. Bible in my left with the right hand burst. I played scholar, king, sinner, and thief, but every role I wore chipped away my belief. Reflections, a costume built by hands not mine. Tried to see me, but the glass fed me lines. What's real? The voice in me or the echo they hear? My name in their mouth or the silence I fear? The world drew my image in chalk and smog. I just traced it in verse and spoke to God. The God, the God, the God. Yo, I see myself in shadows, flicker and fold. A dream stitched tight with invisible gold. Is this me? Or just light on the lens? An outline they drew then broke with pens. I've been saint, I've been threat, I've been myth to men. In a skin they designed with invisible pens. Told me smile for the frame fit the mold, but my soul played jazz, no script, no code. If the mirror lied, then who do I trust? The stranger inside or the face touched by dust? Truth ain't clean, it's jagged and raw. I bled out poems trying to balance the flaw. Knowledge is the one thing they can't outlaw. Burn the books, twist the facts, truth still hums beneath it all. You feel it in your bones before you learn it in the book. Primo, let it breathe. The facts get old, the truth stay young, like scars on the soul that remind where you from. Lessons carved deep like scripts on stone. Still hear Malcolm in my headphones, speaking in tones. My pops told me, son, don't chase every error, cause time bends backwards when you move with terror. Wisdom ain't fashion, it don't go out of style. You could pull the pharaoh and still move the crowd. From pyramids to project walls, truth echoes through crumbled halls. A dollar's fake, but pain is real, and silence can shout when it's dressed in steel. Truth don't age, it just waits. Truth don't age, it just speaks when it's safe. Truth don't age, it just speaks when it's safe. Truth don't age, can't erase what's divine. Don't age, it just speaks what it's safe. Don't age, age can't erase what's divine. You can bury the voice but not the mind. I seen young minds shine like the elder's flame when he spit with a hunger that forgets the fame. Some truths ain't on timelines or scrolling screens. They in quiet moments where the spirit leans. Church pews, courtrooms, corner talks, graffiti scriptures on ghetto blocks. Revolution whispered through lullabies when a mother teach a child how to read a lie. AI, algorithms, political spins still can't dim what the soul defends. Facts change clothes, but truth wears scars. Same lessons echoing from slave ships to stars. Truth don't age, it just waits. Truth don't age, it just speaks when it's safe. Truth don't age, it just speaks when it's safe. Truth don't age, can't erase what's divine. Truth don't age, if you blame divine. Truth don't age, you can bury the voice but not the mind. Truth fade and sinks fine. Divinity ain't just in churches. Sometimes it's sitting on crates, spitting truth between blunts and broken fate. I seen halos in hellscapes, prayers in alleyways. God wrote graffiti with us on project balustrades. Granny said, boy, don't play in the devil's dirt. But we drew maps in the mud, that's where heaven worked. It's liquor store sermons, dice games with prophets. Corner guys preaching in worn coats with empty pockets. Holiness ain't clean robes and stained tees. As kids with mama's last words echoing in their dreams. We baptized in fire, communion with scars. Truth don't come from pulpits, it rides in stolen cars. I met the Lord through a locked gate and low hope. He said, even when you curse me, you still cope. He walks with the wounded, and time. He find God where the church never crossed. He walks with the wounded, lives with the lost. You find God where the church never crossed. Ain't no people above us, still the sky cover. I saw God in the gutter, lost phrase in the lost. Said the Lord he loved, be just in the crust. I saw a preacher in a hoodie, peace signs and chalk. Said the hood need love, not just scripture talk. Where the mothers hold pain like stained glass windows, and the boys move a shadow, heart caught in limbo. I found gospel in a cipher, redemption in rhyme. A halo ain't always round, sometimes it's a lifeline. Truth in a locked cell, wisdom in steel beds, where men pray with dry eyes and bowed heads. The word walk barefoot where the system forgot us. So don't tell me we ain't holy when the world tries to rob us. We build temples from trauma, altars in the street. Our incense be blunt smoke, our choirs off beat. He walks with the wounded, gon' find God where the church never crossed. He walks with the wounded, lives with the lost. You'll find God where the church never crossed. Ain't no people above us, still the sky cover. I saw God in the gutter. Joe stayed with the love, down where the pain won't sleep, but the soul still speaks.
There are roads, even in hell, even in war. We never snitch, never kneel, never forget.
Rule 1, never write it down, just breathe it. Code in the cadence, secrets in sequence. Crack sidewalks, talk more than the schools. You learn quick, go don't bend but trust do. A villain ain't born, he's made from the lack. Where love gets taxed and the truth wear black. Don't brag what you got, just move with grace. Real legends move quiet like courtroom tapes. Rule 2, always tip your dead man's hat and speak in cipher when the walls talk back. Don't mourn in public, the tears leave trace. And every king that weep wore a mask on his face. Don't chase peace, it's bait on a string. They want you soft, praying to invisible things. But we built this path from ashes schemes, so the villain's code etched in the spine of the dream.
We don't pray, we don't pray. Silence is sacred, loyalty ain't fake. Blood in the pen, ink in the flame. We don't pray.
Rule 3, never trade soul for clout. Let the jackals bark, we move the route. You can flash gold, talk God in your bars. But if you fold in war, that's who you are. We was taught by smoke and chessboard traps, where the preacher wore silk but the kids wore straps. Rule 4, never feed them your truth too raw. They bite their hand and ask you for more. Speak less, observe Rule 5 in the book. Most talk loud cause they shook. We walk slow, think deep. plan like monks. Make them think it's calm while the powder trunk sunk. Final rule, no heroes in this path. Only survivors with maps and rags. We don't look for light, we become the flame. Villain ain't shame, it's the name after pain.
Silence is sacred, loyalty ain't fake. Blood in the pen, ink in the flame. They don't see the skin, they see the story they wrote about it. We ain't characters in a fiction, we authors of memory. Ain't the blood and brilliance.
Look, the color of struggle got layers like old maps. Red lines, blue lights, black fists, and gold traps. I speak for the boy with chalk on his jeans, drawing murals on sidewalks, sketching freedom and dreams. My melanin a message, my ancestors' pen. Each cell of my skin got a story within. Don't tell me I'm articulate, I bend language. Break grammar rules, just to heal anguish. Cops stare like I stole the night, but I just glow in a way they ain't built to life. From pyramids to penal codes, we coded in cipher. Still write revolution on napkins and lighters.
What's the color of pain? What's the shade of pride? Can you pay a revolution if they stole your sky? I wear a storm like a robe, wear my name like a crown. They see color, I see sound.
Yo, they see complexion, I see complexity. Every tone in my people's palette a form of weaponry. We ain't monoliths, we constellations in motion. Ink of the culture flowing deep in the ocean. I spit for Zulu drummers and 5%ers. Hood poets, corner preachers, and truth defenders. My skin ain't armor, it's a broadcast signal. Picking up freedom's beat when the world gets dismal. My child drew brown fists on his school folder. Told the teacher that's my dad holding the world on his shoulder. Pride ain't loud, it's resilient still. Like grandma humming truth over windowsill.
What's the color of pain? What's the shade of pride? Can you paint a revolution if they stole your sky? I wear a storm like a robe, wear my name like a crown. They see color, I see sound.
They told me time's a straight line, but I've seen spirals in the mirror and ancestors in my shadow. Maybe the realest things are the ones we can't touch.
I orbit thought, light years from the block, where the ghetto time ticks on a different clock. Parallel selves in a prism of pain. I saw my future blink once, then dissolve in the rain. Sixth dimension, I bend what they claim is truth. Time loops like jazz riffs in a smoky booth. Physics is scripture, in my mental collage. Spoke with the pharaohs, they still dodge mirage. My dreams fold space like origami skies, where particles dance and nobody dies. Grandmother's voice in a minor chord said, child, you a god, they just kept you poor. The atoms in my skin, same as stars that burn. Yet I'm treated like I'm lesser on this earth I turn. So I lift off, no cape, just higher sight. Staring through thought like a satellite at night.
Floating through the realm where the mind expands, where the answers ain't written in no man's hands. Dimensions bend when you face what's real. The truth ain't seen, baby, it's what you feel.
I read the book of time in amongst clothed oddity. Said love is a frequency, not a lie. Telepathic tears in the winds of Saturn. The truth ain't loud, it just shatters patterns. I walk through wormholes in my own regrets. Met my younger self, he had no debts. Told him they'll sell you fear as protection. But don't confuse laws with direction. The pyramids ain't tombs, they algorithms encoded with rhythm from eternal systems. If language is a cage, I spit liberation. Every bar break chains in a simulation. Ain't no borders in the six, this is all mine. No skin, no flags, no crooked line. Only soul, only truth, only wavelength prayer. If earth's too dark, maybe I was sent from there.
Yeah. Can't hit what you can't see. We the ghosts in the machine.
I walk like ghosts through boardrooms and basements. Brown skin quiet like government payments. Learn how to fade from security cams. Be the shadow in systems, not part of the plan. My reflection be glitching in store glass. They see threat, I see past. A coded dance, talk soft and officers switch my tone. Cause one wrong octave and I'm not going home. Blend in, head low in the gala. Smile with wolves while I study the data. They erase you slow with polite goodbyes, but I memorize maps behind enemy lines.
If you don't see me, that don't mean I'm gone. I've been here all alone, learning how to disappear, learning how to survive.
Move through the cracks like water and coal. Been invisible since the red line rose. My name is pronounced in every room, but I still bloom where they plant the gloom. Eyes on me like I'm always a suspect, so I goes through the noise with a subtle dialect. Don't make waves, but I study the tide. Don't see the blade till it's slid in the side. Camouflage thoughts stuck in algorithms. Living in a world that forgot our rhythm. Every night, every silence got a meaning. Disappear like prayer, but I'm scheming.
If you don't see me, that don't mean I'm gone. I've been here all alone, learning how to disappear, learning how to survive.
I dress down, speak clean, mask my slang, but my mind still thump like a war drum bang. A smile is a shield, small talk's a knife. They don't teach you this code, it's survival life. Erase your voice in the boring echo, but I write my name in invisible stencils. They can forget me just enough to slide, till I own the block they used to deny. Truth is, I learned from ghosts and grandmothers. To vanish ain't fear, it's protecting others. Sometimes power is shouting a flash. It's walking right through without leaving a scratch. Time don't move, it echoes man at haunt. I still smell 86 in my auntie's Bronx. Dope fiends ghosting like film brain flickers. Clock hands twitch like a killer snicker. My cousin caught 2020 birthdays gone. Judge wore a watch but he ain't here to saw him. Like, yo, what's a year in a cell with regret? Each tick's a whip crack you never forget. I count my wins in shadows, my pain in loops. Photographs lie but the soul recoups. Time ain't money, it's memories lease. It charge what it want, then vanish in peace.
Time don't wait for love or pain. It just walks through fire, cold as rain. If you blink, it's gone like steam. That's what time means, baby. That's what time means.
I dream of sepia, burnt edge reels, like truth got melted in fate's old wheels. I seen time fold like a jazz man's sleeve, dropping whole decades between the keys. Some days I'm a boy, some days I'm a ghost. Some days I wake up and toast what I lost. We measure life in calendars, fake math, trying to plot forever on a man-made path. Time's a mirror dipped in tea-stained glass, where the future walk past, wearing yesterday's mask. You ask me what time is, it's how we cope. It's the pause in your voice when you give up hope.
Time don't wait for love or pain. It just walks through fire, cold as rain. If you blink, it's gone like steam. That's what time means, baby. That's what time means.
In 97, I blinked and my block turned dust. Saw good men fall when the clocks lost trust. Used to think time would heal the whole hood, but time just watched, never did what it should. I seen mothers hold pictures like lifelines, heart stuck inside of their child's last time. Still hear my brothers laugh in my sleep, but the calendar don't cry, just keep. Every scar I write got a date beneath, etched in bars, not marble or wreath. Time's the dealer, the judge, the stage, but we still spit truth till the final page. Time's a crooked halo, it don't bless you, it just mark who survived. I speak in codes passed down from griots and ghosts. My tongue a sword, every rhyme a toast to rebels who died with forbidden books. Got burned with the words, not the knives or hooks. They gave us new names, took the drums and prayer, but couldn't erase what we etched in air. I spit hieroglyphs over vinyl hiss, turn pain to scripture, that's divine assist. English was changed, now I flip the links. They taught me to spell, now I sink their ships. Linguistic warfare, I scribble with rap. Graffiti the truth on colonial maps.
Hey, they tried to take my name, but I still speak plain. From the cage to the page, I rise again.
Cause language is a weapon. Yeah. Language is a weapon. Word is born, that's law in the cipher. Sound born from silence, now strike like a sniper. They say sticks and stones, but they lied from the start. Words built kingdoms, broke nations apart. I seen a verse heal wounds like balm, or start a riot with a song. Languages die when the last child sleeps. Tongues go extinct while the mother still weeps. I spit in dialects coded in pain. Every syllable a link in a runaway chain. Poetry ain't soft, it's resistance breathing. Truth bleeds ink while the empire's teething.
They try to take my name, but I still speak flame. From the cave to the page, I rise again.
Cause language is a weapon. Yeah. Language is a weapon. Yo. Scrolls in the cell walls, verses on skin. We the authors of tomorrow, let the saga begin. Words can colonize, but they also free. Malcolm had a dictionary, not a degree. I penned revenge and past participles. Histories written in blood and visuals. Curses wrapped in scripture, Bibles with codes. They taught us their grammar, now we flip the prose. I talk in tongues the oppressor don't own. In each stanza I plant a throne. Language ain't neutral, it's shaped by pain. So I write like prophets who baptize flame.
Every empire got a formula, you know. Pain gets multiplied, truth and get divided, peace subtracted. They taught us math, but never how it matters, but never how to count what matters.
Add up the pain, subtract the peace, multiply the guns, divide the streets. What's the quotient of hunger with no release? I saw for freedom, the answer ain't in police. Every king had to balance the blade and the crown. X marks the plot where the rebels got gunned down. They count wealth in zeros, we count breath in years. They budget death while we calculate fears. Racials written on tenement walls, where the integers bleed and the fractions fall. Power moves in silence, unseen math, a formula hidden in a Wall Street graph. I studied the cipher, broke bread with the broke. They told me power's just a number, unless you choke. What's the value of truth in a market of lies? Depends if you count with your soul or your eyes. How they add to they grown while they subtracting my light. Counting bodies, not blessings, every day, every night. I've been doing this math since I learned how to fight. And baby, the numbers ain't right. Numbers ain't right. I did the math. 1 block, 2 raids, 3 shots rang out, 4 mothers prayed, 5 kids skipped school, 6 corners bled, 7 days no answer, 8 more dead, 9 to 5's a trap, but the hustle got risk, 10 commandments, but we all sin to exist, 12 rounds in court, 1 judge with a pen, he subtract decades, and that's how stories end. I seen power in books, they burn and ban, in the silence of fists, not just a marching band. Who writes the numbers, who holds the scale, who profits off the math in a prison cell? They told me count blessings, I learned to count scars, counted how many times they pulled brothers for cars. This ain't math class, this is life is a ledger, what pain's the currency and survival's the measure. How they add to they grown while they subtracting my life, counting bodies, not blessings, every day, every night. I've been doing this math since I learned how to fight. Yo, bizarre logic that baby, the numbers ain't right. Yo, imagine if you're first on your own. No lessons, no lies, no name, no throne. Just existence. Let's go. If we were never taught, Will we still kneel? Would a crown mean power, or would hunger be real? Would I fear a man's skin if mine never got framed? By stories passed down full of guilt and shame. Would I call this land mine, or just walking like sky with no borders in my mind, no need to define? Would I name God, or just feel the wind? Call the rain holy, let the silence begin. Would love need vows and laws to bloom? Or would I just hold her when we lit up a room? If I ain't know what money meant, would I still chase more? Or just trade time and breath for something pure? Would I build prisons if I never saw change? Or call healing weak if I ain't praised pain? Every rule, every war, every line in the sand came from someone before me, not my hand.
What if we were never told who to hate, who to hold? What if we could unsee all the lies dressed up like peace? Would we still bleed for a flag? Still run from our past? Or would we rise, realize?
If school ain't teaching, would I still know shame? Would I see myself as broken or just part of the flame? Would I think my nose too wide, skin too deep? If ads ain't whisper that I'm flawed in my sleep? We need prophets or just elders and trees? Would I need to succeed or just sit and breathe? Would history still be written by the ones who won? Or by mothers in the dark with a hungry son? If we were never taught what a hero looks like, would I see my pops different in the glow of night? Would I think tears are weak or sacred and right? Would I still crave a throne or just share the light? Would a mirror still lie if no one sold pride? Would I hide from myself or walk deep inside? If we could unlearn the script they repeat, maybe silence could speak and our souls would
What if
end.
we were never told who to hate, who to hold? What if we could unsee all the lies dressed up like peace? Would we still bleed for the flag? Still run from our past? Or would we rise, realize?
Yo, they say stories never end. They just pass hands, like wisdom on a front porch. Like love he thought you lost. He said I try to help too much, like that's a flaw. But kindness don't need permission or applause. I gave him the ball, watch him run down the court, still chasing a dream no judge could report. He smiled with the weight of 1,000 nights. Said every step forward begins with a fight. The city was quiet, just wind and glass, but some memories move too fast to pass.
Blood remembers, even when we forget. I stay warm the sun, they say. Truth walks slow, but it always arrives. So
In the stories we tell to keep hope alive. They called it a test, I called it a sign. Some folks find peace just by changing their mind. Told them real strength is quiet and clear. It lifts others up, not ruled by fear. But hunger for meaning can cloud the view, and pride sometimes hides what's really true. So I pray he find what he's looking for, not in the world, but in his core. The blocks got memory like a photo frame. Not just names, but purpose and aim. What you give the world, it gives back in time. Sometimes in rhythm, sometimes in rhyme. Now I walk by where we used to talk, where sunlight draws lines on the cracked sidewalk. You give too much, they might call you soft, but love's the only thing that lifts us aloft. So I write this down for the kid with the pen, wondering if the story begins or ends. And if my name fades in the echoing hush, let it be said, I spoke with trust.
even when we forget, I'd stay warm the sun, they say. Truth walks slow, but it always arrives.
In the stories we tell to keep hope alive.
I'm not saying I'll change the world, but I promise to spark the minding. Where's your father now? I'm not saying I'll change the world, but I promise to spark the mind that will. Where's your father?
Born born where shadows speak louder than words. Compton's heartbeat was the first sound I heard. Mama's voice cracked like glass in the night. Daddy's silence cut deeper than any fight. Broken dinners on cracked linoleum floors. Echoes of sirens, prayers behind closed doors. I held a notebook before I knew the pain. Every line was a scar, every verse was rain. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. Lessons in the struggle ran heavy through my veins. I learned to speak through the silence and screams, crafting a future from fractured dreams.
Ooh, child, the weight runs deep. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. Voices from the past still whisper to me. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain.
Daddy's shadow long, but his footsteps were faint. Mama carried storms in the hope of saints. I watched Tupac preach from the flickering screen. Words like fire burning clean with a beam. Keep your head high, he said through the haze. Like the path forward through darkest days. Her mentor's voice left on my voicemail one night. Write your truth, son, don't fear to fight. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. My story inked in tears, lost in rain. Every verse a prayer, every rhyme a flame. A prophecy born in the heart of the pain.
Ooh, child, the weight runs deep. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain. Voices from the past still whisper to me. Before the pen touched pad, the pad touched pain.
Yeah, sometimes it's not about the next step, it's about the patterns that follow. These dreams spin like colors in glass. Change the angle, same design. Kaleidoscope dreams. Let's talk. Had a vision as a kid, room small, dreams wide. Used to look out the window like the stars could reply. Notebook full of lines, I believed in my pen. Every rhyme a step, every page like a friend. Used to think I touched the sky with a beat in the verse. Now I'm older and I see how the plans can reverse. Still that same fire burning deep in my chest. But life moves in circles, never giving me rest. I remember summer days, music blasting on the block. Now I walk those same corners, just listening to the clock. What felt like a straight road now feeling like turns. And the lessons keep coming with the way my heart yearns. I ain't mad, I just see it through a wiser lens. What I chased as a boy don't always make sense, but I still believe, still planting these seeds in this garden of hopes, trying to grow past the weeds. Send me round again, I'm busy for my hopes. Colors in the class, rearranging, it's the same scope. Mirror in my past, still hoping that I cope. Trapped in all these kaleidoscope dreams, nope. Had friendships and smiles that felt real as the sun, but sometimes even good times come undone. People say I live in my head too much, but I'm just following the vision I trust. Trying to be present, not stuck in rewind, but these loops keep dancing in the back of my mind. Same steps, new shoes, but the rhythm repeats. Different streets, same lessons at my feet. Maybe the dream ain't broken, just reshaped. Like glass in a frame, still beautiful in place. I ain't running from the past, just learning the signs, so I don't miss the message hidden deep in the lines. Still climbing, still learning what it all truly means. Still walking through these kaleidoscope dreams. Spin me round again, I'm learning how to float. Colors still clash, but I'm choosing what I tote. Mirror in my past, but I don't lose hope. I'm breathing through these kaleidoscope dreams, nope. You ever feel like you've been here before? Not the place, but the moment. Maybe the dream don't change. Maybe you do. It's like I'm running on a wheel, chasing time, chasing fate. Same sky, same fight, just a different date. I try to break free, but the ropes levitate. Caught in infinity loops, can't escape.
I wake up with a mission, scriptures in my vision, journal on my nightstand, pen full of ambition, coffee steam rising like my hopes optimistic. Then the clock hits the block, now I'm boxed by logistics. Same calls, same talk, same ride through the same roads. Dreams feel foreign like I mailed them to a zip code. Soul still rich, but the routine's broke, like a jazz record skipping on a thought I once wrote. Mirror asking me, Kane, where you headed with this? I answer to the top, but I'm doubts it ever exists. I've been a rebel with a cause, but the cause feel lost when the days replay like the price ain't cost. Every page I flip still rhyme with the last one. Destiny on delay and karma keep a mask on. I ain't lazy, I'm just stuck in the pattern where the drive got gas, but the wheels ain't mad. It's like I'm running on a wheel, chasing time, chasing fate. Same sky, same fight, just a different date. I try to break free, but the ropes levitate. Caught in infinity loops, can't escape. Felt the breeze of success, but it passed like a ghost train. Lessons in the air, but the pain got a gold chain. Same block, new hustle, but the steps look identical. Life on shuffle, but the track's still cynical. I meditate, elevate, talk to my inner child. He said the future's in your voice, but you've been quiet a while. Damn, that hit like a kick in the dome. What's the use of a throne if I'm stuck in a zone? I seen legends lose it all, chasing illusions. I seen fiends find truth in the midst of confusion. Maybe this loop's not a curse, but a cycle I write through. A map with no legend, just paths I recite to. The sky's still vast and I still feel small, but every fall still builds what I call protocol. So I lace up again, grip the mic like hope. If I'm trapped in this loop, I'ma still spit quotes like the running on a wheel, chasing time, chasing face. Same sky, same fight, just a different day. I try to break free, but the ropes levitate. Caught in infinity loops, can't escape. Life ain't linear, it's loops and spirals. Sometimes you feel like you back where you started, but maybe you just needed another look from a higher angle. New day, but the script won't shift. Different time, same plot, same drift. Trying to change lanes in a ride that might slip. Reading new dates on the same manuscript. Pops had a quiet way, hand steady with care. Didn't say much, but the message was there. I watched his moves like a rhythm and beat. Each day a pattern, each word held heat. He carried hopes like a coat on his frame. Work hard, stay humble, never chase fame. I told myself I moved to a whole new song, but now I see his path in me all along. Same pause when life gets too loud. Same thoughts I keep quiet in the crowd. He showed love, though not always out loud, and now I do the same, trying to make him proud. Family roots run deep like lines in a tree, but I'm learning to grow where I'm meant to be. Trying to write a new verse, not erase what he wrote. Just add my own voice, my own notes. New day, but the script won't shift. Different time, same plot, same drift. Trying to change lanes in a ride that might slip. Reading new dates on the same manuscript. Yeah. Yeah. It's like walking a road that's already been walked, but still finding your own stride. I carry the lessons, but I hold the pen now. Every turn led back to the same route. Life's a roundabout, can't figure it out. I pivot, I doubt, I shout, I scout, but I keep ending up in the same drought. Career choices like signs without names. I stepped on paths just chasing the flame. One deal looked bright, another seemed wise, but they both circle back to the same sunrise. Doors open but they lead in a ring, like walking through seasons but missing the spring. Told myself next one, that'll be the key, but the road kept playing these loops on me. Studio lights, big dreams in my grip, but the more I move forward, the more I'd slip. Like driving at night with a fogged up map. Turn the wheel, but the view always snaps. I'm not complaining, I've grown from the tries, but I wish some past came with clearer skies. Still I ride, still I plan, still I pray. Hope around this next bend I'll find a way. Every turn led back to the same route. Life's a roundabout, can't figure it out. I pivot, I doubt, I shout, I scout, but I keep ending up in the same drought.
You ever feel like you're moving, but not really going anywhere? Not that you're lost, just caught in a loop. But even roundabouts got exits. Sometimes you just gotta slow down and look closer.
Yo, it's morning again, same sun, same sky. Coffee in my hand, world passing me by. Same street, same feet on the pavement tread. But every breath's a blessing, that's what mama said. Yeah, it's morning again, in the mirror I stare. Routine like a prayer, feel the weight in the air. It's a loop, it's a grind, it's the clock in the pen. It's the curse, it's the gift, morning again. Yo, the kettle whistle feel like war horn blowing. Mind still foggy, but my hustle still knowing that the brain get a pause and these dreams don't sleep. So I lace up the boost, plant my soul in these streets. The news on you, same blues on cue. Kids chase a future with holes in their shoes. Mama humming hymns in the kitchen again. Same melody she sang when the pain crept in. Raised from the blinds, paint lines on the floor like bars in a cell. Is this life or a chore? Nah, it's more, it's rhythm, it's discipline. It's living in loops, but still whispering when. Let's roll, eat, grab, same sip and flame. It's the beauty of struggle, keep etching my name. It's the same bad cup, same sip, same rain. Roll in the dove, feel the joy in the strain. I'm trying to find gold in the dust of the plain. Where the beauty of struggle keep etching my name. It's the same cup, same sip, same rain. But I grow in the flood, feel the joy and the strain. It's morning again, same sun, same sky. Coffee in my hand, world passing me by. Same street, same feet on the pavement tread. But every breath's a blessing, that's what mama said. Yeah, it's morning again, in the mirror I stare. Routine like a prayer, feel the weight in the air. It's a loop, it's a grind, it's the clock in the pen. It's the curse, it's the gift, born in again. They say insanity is doing the same and expecting change. But what if repetition is how legends ingrained? Same pen to the past, same train to the job. But inside I'm a poet in the mob. Every sunrise a mirror showing who I could be. Every echo of yesterday reminding me to see the sacred and simple, the divine and delay. Every tick of the clock is just life on replay. Seen pops do the same, rise early, no fuss. Still gave me the world when we rode on the bus. So I honor that rhythm, let it carry my name. In the quiet routine, I'm building my flame.
Golden loops in my mind, playing scenes from my youth. Every rail rewind to bring me closer to truth. Same bike, same block, same summer night breeze. Now they echo like a song, floating through the trees. Golden loops keep spinning through the pain and the proof. What's gone ain't lost, it just lives in the loop. Time don't heal, it just teaches you to groove to the beat of the past in them golden loops. I still see my cousin at the corner store. Basketball tucked, dreams knocking on the door. Mama calling out from that second floor flat. Come inside, sun dropping, we ain't tryna hear that. Boombox blasting a Tribe Called Quest. No GPS, but we knew the way best. Every crack in the sidewalk held a secret tale. From first crushed notes to bikes that derail. Now I sip tea where Kool-Aid used to sit. Same stoop, new silence. Ghosts never quit, but I cherish those echoes like a vinyl hiss. Scratchy and perfect, still pure bliss. Every time I blink, I'm back on that porch, laughing with the crew till the night lit the torch. And the world keeps changing, but my heart still loops like a DJ spinning fate through memory. Golden loops in my mind, playing scenes from my youth. Every real rewind to bring me closer to truth. Same bike, same block, same summer night breeze. Now they echo like a song, floating through the trees. Golden loops keep spinning through the pain and the proof. What's gone ain't lost, it just lives in the loop. Time don't heal, it just teaches you to groove to the beat of the past in them golden loops. Pops had a laugh like thunder in July. Barbecue smoke stars stretched in the sky. I remember the scent, the plate, the flame. Even now when I cook it don't taste the same. Those Polaroid days in my head won't fade. But life got a way of pushing joy through shade. I walk through the present like a man on film, developing pain, trying to sharpen the dim. Same questions, circle like the hands on a watch. Was I too young to hold what I never could stop? But the loops ain't curses, they a kind of grace. Like old jazz records in a smoky space. So I don't run from them, I dance with the sound. Let the past take the floor and spin me around. Memories repeat, not to trap but to soothe, to remind us where we came from. Golden loops in my mind, playing scenes from my youth. Every real rewind it bring me closer to truth. Same bike, same block, same summer night breeze. Now they echo like a song, floating through the trees. Golden loops keep spinning through the pain and the proof. What's gone ain't lost, it just lives in the loop. Time don't heal, it just teaches you to groove to the beat of the past and them golden loops.
I seen dreams boxed up, stored in shoebox lids, right next to eviction notes of half-raised kids. Mama said wait, world said no, but the heart don't quit just cause time moves slow. I've been counting them cracks in the ceiling at night, praying for peace in the flicker of light. Same stars Malcolm watched, same sky as Nina. Same block blues, same soul, just meaner. And I wonder, how do you dream when the rent overdue? When the fridge looks slim and the sky ain't blue, but still I do. I write it in my rhyme book with broke pen ink, holding hope like a breath on the edge of the brink.
Dream under the same stars, same sky, same scars. Even when the nights get long, the light ain't far. If we just hold on, if we just hold on.
My cousin had a scholarship, now we got a charge. Tried to touch the moon, but the system got large. Still I talk to him soft through the payphone tone. Tell him you still light, even behind that stone. I walk with ghosts that still got plans. Women who carry the world with their hands. See boys turn to silence when the dream get cold. But even frost can't kill what the roots still hold. So I plant in the soil with my verses in pain, hoping maybe my seeds might dance in the rain. And when the sky don't speak and the road feel far, I just look up, whisper back to the stars.
We dream under the same stars, same sky, same scars. Even when the nights get long, the light ain't far. If we just hold on. If we just hold on.
Yo, I walk stairwells that echo with my past steps. Every level look the same, but I still press. Elevators broken, so I climb with my breath. Each turn got me facing a different kind of test. People say growth, but don't mention the loop. Like you heal just to hurt, like the truth ain't absolute. Sometimes I rise, sometimes I fall. Sometimes I stand still, staring at the wall. Life ain't linear, it twists like this rhyme. What you call progress, just a matter of time. One day you up, next day you crawling. But ain't no top floor, just more calling. Spiral staircases, can't see the top. Feet keep moving, but the questions don't stop. Same steps, same turns, still I climb. Looking for the exit in the shape of time. Yeah, I've seen doors open that led to more doors. Like a dream you wake from just a dream more. I prayed in alleys, I've danced in rain. I've laughed while losing, I've cried through gain. What's success when the view don't change? When you feel more trapped, the more you arrange. Still I lace up, climb with my faults. Turn each corner with the courage I was taught. Maybe we ain't meant to reach the end, just meant to learn how to lose and mend. So I rhyme in spirals, not straight lines, cause some truths only come after 39 climbs. Yeah, spiral staircases, echoes and light. Trying to find peace in the wrong and right. Same steps, same turns, still I grow. Up and down, that's all I know. Step light, drift slow, like a breeze on a skin cloud, walking mind floating when dreams begin. I see old days like movies in the mist, familiar faces in the sky. I can't resist each star, the feather, soft, untamed, lifting me higher, no one to blame. Time slow, no rush, just a moment's grace. Finding peace in the gaps in this weightless space.
Cloud walking, mind talking, no ground beneath my feet. Drifting through the past. past where the silence meets. Floating on the air where the heart beats. Breathe. Cloud walking, the sky's my street.
I touch the horizon where the blue blends the white, chasing memories that vanish with the light. Conversations with the ghosts I know well. Whispers of wisdom, stories to tell. The world spins fast, but here it's slow. Where the soul can breathe and the rivers flow. No way to worry, just the calm in the sky. Cloud walking, no fear, just the why.
Cloud walking, mind talking, ground beneath my feet. Cloud walking, mind talking, no ground beneath my feet. Drifting through the past where the silence meets. Floating on the air where the heart beats. Creep, cloud walking, the sky's my street.
Step light, drift slow like a breeze on the skin. Cloud walking, mind floating where dreams begin. I see old days like movies in the mist. Familiar faces in the sky, I can't resist. Each thought a feather soft, untamed, lifting me higher, no one to blame. Time slow, no rush, just a moment's grace. Finding peace in the gaps in this weightless space.
Cloud walking, mind talking, no ground beneath my feet. Drifting through the past where the silence meets. Floating on the air where the heartbeats greet. Cloud walking, the sky's my street.
I touch the horizon where the blue blends to white, chasing memories that vanish with the light. Conversations with the ghosts I know well. Whispers of wisdom, stories to tell. The world spins fast, but here it's slow. Where the soul can breathe and the rivers flow. No way to worry, just the calm in the sky. Cloud walking, no fear, just the why.
Cloud walking, mind talking, no ground beneath my feet. Drifting through the past where the silence meets. Floating on the air where the heartbeats greet. Cloud walking, the sky's my street.
Tick tock, time don't wait. But here I stand feeling stuck in one place. Same four walls, same tired face. Clock hand spinning, I'm running no race. Minutes drip like slow leaking rain. Trying to break free but bound in this chain. Dreams on pause, hopes in rewind. Trying to find peace, that's hard to find.
Ticking clock, hands don't stop. Chasing time but I feel the chill. Caught in moments that won't expand. Trapped by the grip of the clock hands. Ticking clock, hands don't stop. Chasing time but I feel the chill. Caught in moments that won't expand. Trapped by the grip of the clock hands.
I watch the shadows stretch and bend, like a story with no clear end. Days blur, nights fade all the same. Trying to spark light in a dying flame. Pressure builds but the world don't spin. Fighting to lose, afraid to win. But I lace my kicks, step to the sound, hoping one tick breaks this ground.
Ticking clock, hands don't stop. Chasing time but I feel the chill. Caught in moments that won't expand. Trapped by the grip of the clock hands. Time moves moves on, either with you or not. Baby, the first step is just a move, even if it's small, even if it's so.
Storms roll in, skies turn gray, but I lace my boots, step out anyway. Winds try to break me, doubts try to sway, still I keep pushing, come what may. Bruised but unbroken, scars tell the tale. My battles fought hard, where others might fail. I learned to bend, not break in the fray. A phoenix in flight, I fly anyway.
When skies fall down, I'll rise, I'll fly right through flame to the cave, to the frame. I'll rise, I'll fly right.
Life's got cracks, but light still shines through. Every setback a step, every loss something new. Wings, no problem, I build from within. Flight's not just chances, where hope begins. So I walk through fire, stand in the rain, turn every moment of hurt in the game. When the world's cold, I keep the flame, a soul unshaken, I fly anyway.
When the skies fall down, I'll rise, I'll fly anyway. To the pain, to the free, I'll rise, I'll fly.
No matter the weight, no matter the fall, we rise, we fly anyway.
Round, the sky's been slow. Same old stories that we already know. Loops of pain, joy, loss, and gain. But I'm searching for a break in the chain. Every circle's got its weight and its grace. Lessons in the lines we trace. But I'm done looking down at the ground. I'm reaching now for a higher sound.
Circles in the sky, but I'm learning to fly. Spinning past the pain, breaking through the cry. Rising over loops where the eagles fly. Circles in the sky, but I'm learning to fly.
Stuck in patterns, yeah, we all been there. But the light's in the choice to really care. To turn the cycle into something new. To rise above what we thought we knew. I carry the past, but don't wear it like chains. Every round's a chance to change the lane. So I take the sky with an open heart. New circles start when we turn.
Circles in the sky, but I'm learning to fly. Spinning past the pain, breaking through the cry. Rising over loops where the eagles fly. Circles in the sky, but I'm learning to fly.
Back when the sidewalks cracked under my kicks. Every corner held a story, every face had tricks. Grandma's voice steady, teaching patience and pride. Block politics played out, no place to hide. We learned young, respect was the code. From the elders' tales in the neighborhood mode. Lessons inked in the concrete, etched in time. Survival was a rhythm, a raw, rugged rhyme.
Streets of yesterday, whispers in the breeze, echoes of a time when we were young and free. Lessons in the shadows, roots in the clay. Streets of yesterday,
Hustle in the heat, dreams bigger than the block. Every handshake a story, every step a clock. We saw kings and queens rise from the dust. Learn to walk steady, built on trust. From early dawns to the neon nights, concrete jungle taught me how to fight, but also how to love, to hold and pray. In the streets of yesterday, we found our way.